Yeah, so, anyways. Alright, go. You don't need to talk to him about it. You already had your answer. Stop being indecisive. You're just stirring in the drama, making more drama. And I don't think you should be listening to stories like that right now. Did you hear me? I don't think you should be listening to those heartbreak stories and those manipulation stories right now. That's not gonna help your head. Find something else to watch. Okay, we have to go into the Keeper of the Lake. This will be interesting. Hello. We're inside the dungeon to find out if Bahamut's daddy is awake. We gotta fight off the endless hordes of baby dragons that have spawned in the wake of their master. Everything in this dungeon is a baby dragon of some type. Either a water dragon, an air dragon, or whatever else. It's all dragons. Okay, so the dungeon's only given item level 100 here, so I don't need to touch any of the boxes in here. Well, I might touch the boxes because I can sell them. The money. But no, I don't need the money. I'm capped on. And the air dragon is dead. Oh look, the Empire's here. Gee, how am I not surprised? Of course the Empire has to put their nose into this. They can't leave us alone. I know you're happy, Saffron. The Empire's here. Oh, I'm sure. You love their Empire propaganda. So it's an Empire gunship for the second boss, Saffron. And there goes their gunship. There we go, more dragons. With an enemy, I had to. I can't let an enemy live, Saffron, you know that. It's one thing if they were good guys, but they're enemies. Oh, we got a Drake. Look how big he is. That Drake is huge. Not all Garleans are evil. Look at the girl who works for the Ishgard. Look at Sid. It's only the Empire that's evil.
Now upon my bones.
There's the dragon.
And waketh me
That's
from
just his head,
slumber
Saffron. Look at that head.
sweet. Thou hast forgotten the face of thy Lord.
Oh,
Remember, mortal, and
Daddy's
fear
awake.
me.
That AoE, it's half the fucking ring. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Hi, baby Banner.
hast thou earned a moment's reprieve. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Don't you just love that camera view?
By a star.
Let's put the camera behind the character at her ass.
My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive. Seven children did I sire. One now singeth of
7 children did I sire. One now singeth the song of retribution.
I rise to join in the chorus.
So Bahamut has 6
Thou
brothers.
art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve
All on the same power level of Bahamut. Saffron. 6 brothers, all at Bahamut's power level.
trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent. Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
You know what's funny? He says, I will not harm thee. But did he not just try to blast me into an oblivion? Yeah, that's not harming me at all. Let's shoot a laser beam from my chest. He's snatching our crystals. We now have no crystals again. He stole them.
Mayhap thou thinkest me.
Yeah, you are an oath breaker.
Breaker.
You said you wouldn't harm us. And then you took our crystals.
Mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress.
He stripped us of her blessing.
Blessing. Thou didst profit much
You know what that means, don't you?
by her grace, but
We are no longer temper-proof.
I shall watch,
Yes, but he just stole our temper immunity.
listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy
The
will.
blessing is what kept us from being tempered by the dark gods.
Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall
I think you can see the problem with that. If a primal awakens again, we can't fight it.
A beginning and an end.
We are no longer immune. A new minion has been acquired. Midgard Somer can now be summoned at any time. So he's now with us. He gave us a little messenger that we have to keep with us. And he'll be watching us through the minion. If we can pass his test and relight the 6 crystals, he will aid us. The dragon minion is him. He made a baby version of himself. And he wants us to relight the crystals with him watching. To see if we're actually blessed or not. Or if we were just lucky. He thinks we're just lucky. So everyone knows in advance, tomorrow I'll be playing on the free trial version again. Because I want to keep working on that one as well. I'm not going to give up on that one. Because we have so many classes at 50 already on that one. And I do enjoy the free trial version. We're almost to Dancer on the free trial, remember? The dragon did tell us one thing positive. And we have to go tell Ishgard before it's too late. The dragons are coming. Someone is singing the song of war for the dragons and rallying the dragons. To attack the capital of Ishgard. And see her reaction? Because she knows what losing the blessing means. She has the blessing. Minfilia's reaction to us losing the blessing is how we should be feeling about this. It's not a good thing. But yeah, I figured tomorrow, since we got a full day tomorrow on Sunday, like 15 hours of gaming on 14. We'll spend half the day on the free trial. I was thinking about till, like, because when I wake up, I'll start the stream on Sunday, and we'll continue with it until about
You confronted the
on the free
wormwood and
trial,
lived to
like
tell the tale.
lunchtime. Then after lunch, we'll switch to the full version and continue playing.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of
Because
the
no
Lake
one's
served
actually
to
up and
confirm
about
our
in the
fears.
morning anyways.
A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other.
Most people don't watch streams
Dravanians
on
are
Sundays in the morning. They're usually in church.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against
So why not work
Dravanian
on the free
attack,
trial in the mornings?
though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises.
So I figured Sunday
I must
morning,
away.
while everyone's
We
at
shall meet
church,
again soon.
until lunchtime when I eat my lunch. Yeah, that's what I mean, like, I'll probably finish the free trial on Sunday at lunchtime. After I eat lunch. It's going well.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
I like the final boss of the game. No, 3 is the NES game I was playing yesterday. Remember we were talking about the airships? No, that was Thomas 8. We're talking about the one where I talked about how the airships that can't climb mountains. Yeah, I'm on the final boss of that game. But I'm like 40 levels from the cap. Are we in for another
Now that
PowerPoint,
everything's
or are we
calmed down
actually
a
going to
bit,
move forward, I
relatively
wonder?
speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian
It's a
is immortal
PowerPoint.
because its soul
Well,
doesn't
it's
return
good
to the
information for
ethereal
you.
realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst
Do you get the
or
plan?
blade of purest
Trap the
ether.
evil spirits.
However, we wanted
and
for
the
both
crystal.
the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether.
Once we trap them in the crystal, we can kill them.
Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can help.
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Laminsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While
So what
corrupted
she's saying
crystals
is
are
that
indeed
big
abundant,
crystal you see
there is no
is
guarantee
actually
that they will
pure
be in close
ether.
proximity at a
in
crucial
its raw
moment.
form that's been condensed.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it's worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
Right, we need a
I thought you
blade
might
of
say
light.
that, but no
And
one
she
wants to
made a
listen to
catalyst
boring old theories
to
all day,
harness
do they?
Aether
I know
into
I
a blade
don't.
of light.
So with your permission, I'd like to try something a
See in
bit
her
more
hand?
hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
But with our variants of energy
May I
just
suggest northern
basically ripped
Fenelon?
out of us
There you will
literally
find corrupted
5
crystals
minutes
of
ago.
middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart.
We don't really
Ideal
have
for
the
your
blessing
needs, I should
anymore
have
to
thought.
fuel
Oh,
power that
and
weapon.
if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged,
Castrum
and its garrison
Meridianum is
reduced to a
inactive
fraction
again.
of its former strength. Not long after
That's
our
the place we
forces
raided
withdrew,
before
however,
Prey.
their ranks
That
were
we had to break the
replenished by
barriers on.
reinforcements from Castrum's sentry.
It's back up and
They
running.
now seek to rebuild, and to this end, they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will
The
doubtless
blessing
fight
is
like
what let
desperate
us
men.
draw on power of light. Without
Though
the
I have
blessing, we
dispatched the
cannot
Crystal
draw on the
Braves,
power of
I
light.
fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arceans will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the
The
crystal braves
sword
and
was
lend
that
them your
wand in
support.
our hand.
Thangred and
It
Popolimo
you
shall
power it
accompany you.
with light, and it forms a crystal blade out of energy, like a lightsaber.
Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments
But we can't
on White
access
Orsite.
that power right now.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
The problem is when we did it the first time and we got the blessings from killing gods, remember? The Firestone came from Ffxiv. Garuda gave us the Windstone. Titan gave us the Earthstone. The Sylphs gave us the Lightning Stone. Leviathan gave us the Waterstone. But we were pre-blessed because we spawned blessed. We were born blessed. And therein is the underlying problem. We are no longer blessed. He took those from us. So we have to pass 6 trials to get 6 new blessings for each of the elementals to re-bless ourselves. But we can't fight the gods to do so, because the gods would try to temper us again. And if they temper us, we're not blessed. We're not blessed, remember, so we can't. We're not immune to their tempering anymore. Which means fighting the gods is a risk, not a boon. That's the thing. Most people can't become blessed. The only reason we were blessed to begin with is we were born that way. It's not a thing that happens constantly. It's sort of like my eyes. Heterochromia is what they call it. 2 different color eyes. It's in 1% of all people. Does that make sense? So the blessing is like heterochromia. It's a 1% chance that you're born with it. And only those who were born with it can become blessed again if they lose it. It usually happens around the coming of age. If you're blessed, around your 18th birthday in this game, you have a vision, and it unlocks the blessing. The blessing does not activate in people under the 18. You know, it's almost like that joke in Power Rangers. In the original show, all the way back in the 1980s of Power Rangers, the very first thing they said was, "Get me 5 kids with attitude and emotions." It's not every kid, it's just 5. It's that mentality. The blessing is people who were randomly picked for their courageous attitude and other things that when they were growing up that made them different and stand out. This is why the scions are so small. Why there's only 7 scions. Out of the millions of people in this world, in this game, millions, only 7 were blessed before us. And the 8th member died. Ffxiv. So out of a million NPCs in this world, only 8 people were actually blessed. The girl who's helping us isn't blessed. The big tall wolf girl that you like, in the blue? Yeah, she's not blessed like us. She's a scientist. She doesn't have the blessing though. She's just trying to help us. Which is an honorable thing, you know? Trying to help someone who's blessed. But she's not blessed herself. She's not. Out of all the members in our group, the people who have visions and are actually blessed are me, Louis Swa before he died, and Menphilia. Everyone else doesn't have the blessing, Saffron. Menphilia, me, and Louis Swa are the only ones who have the blessing at the moment. We're the ones who get the visions. Everyone else is just trying to help us.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know, as Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it.
She's Urianger's girlfriend.
So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade
You
in your
remember
hands
last
if it's the
time she
last thing
picked on
I
him
do.
for sending a love letter and tried to tell the world.
She senses me. A useful talent.
Henasian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth, meddler.
Oh,
I
she was
don't know
just
what the
teasing him.
hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Because
Your
Ariandra doesn't
instincts
like to
serve you
show his
well.
emotions.
But come,
So she was
be
teasing
not
him to get him to
unsettled on
blush.
my account. That
And he
lovely
started
brow was
stuttering
not
last
made
time.
for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you
took
to
the
undo my hard work.
Diligent scholar and made him stutter and forget his words.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee.
Okay, so she
Shorn
just
of
stopped his
light as
axe.
you are
He
no
just stopped her
longer
axe
a
in a single
threat.
finger.
And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us?
She's not. She killed that level 50 Basilisk beside
Nobilis,
us,
he calls
bare-handed.
himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be
In a
quite
single
staff.
swing.
Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
See, everything here is 49. And she one-tapped the Basilisk. These Basilisks right here. She one-tapped one of them. You're gonna call her weak? You realize in order to one-tap a monster, you have to be 30 levels over it? So the fact she one-tapped it means she's about 79. Yeah, a level 79 warrior. Uh-oh. That was Minfilia. Screaming.
You two!
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic. A memorial to the
Ooh,
departed.
that left a mark on her.
What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow the staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it.
He
Very
wants
well.
the staff in her
If
hand.
you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
She refuses to give it up, so he's taking her with him. Into the void.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Yeah, he one-tapped her. So think about that. If she was 79, and he one-taps her. It's a dungeon. We have to go in after her. The fissure didn't fully close. Look. Yep. It's an 8-man. It's a trial. It's just a boss room. See, there's Bahamut. There's Ffxiv, Garuda, and Titan. See, it's in the same section as Garuda and them. So it's an 8-man. It's like when we did King Mog, we had to wait for it to pop. So while we wait, let's go check out the Moonfire Fair. That's going on. What the fuck is going on? Look how many people are here. People can't render in. There's too many people here. Fit in. I can't even see myself. I mean, the location's neat. A giant boat with a slide. Oh, there's a jump challenge in the middle. That's a high tower. There's someone on the top. You have to jump up top. It's one step at a time to reach the top. And they made it challenging if you didn't notice. See, that one was pure vertical. Okay, so we jump there and then go over there to the big long one. And it rotates around, up and up a pole. See it? So I got to come back to it. So he took the staff and chained her up. Ew, he's being gross. Nova extra crispy. Deep fried by a meteor. Secret Asian man? Yeah, he wasn't weak.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
He's not dead, he's trying to leave.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
He's in.
What? What trickery is this? No. No! Cannot! No!
No.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before
Quick,
he
gather
breaks
the
free.
ether. Before he breaks free.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
I'm focusing.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
See,
Damn it.
I can't get through anymore.
So much
I don't have the
ether.
blessing.
And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain
He's
me.
shielded because I don't have the
shall
blessing.
Make you pay for your insolence.
I have an unbound full amount of energy, but even my energy can't pierce a shield without the blessing.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louisoix, I understand now the choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
What is she up to?
Moonbreeder! No! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
She killed herself. She's dead.
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
She turned herself into light because we don't have the
You did it,
blessing.
my friend. The Ascian is dead.
And see, it's not just us that's missing the
This
blessing.
device
She
is a
even said
legacy
so.
of
Why can't I
Moonbreeder's
talk to
toils
the
and
crystal anymore?
sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for
So
safekeeping.
something happened to Minfilia as well. When our connection got severed, hers got severed.
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
He just found
My
out.
friend. There is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Sharlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Sharlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
See, he gets flustered
Moonbreeder
easily.
gave her life that we
He
might
doesn't
possess the
really
means to defeat
talk
the
about his
Assassins.
emotions. He's a scholar,
Her sacrifice must not be in vain.
but you can
Let
hear
us
it there.
continue her work
He
on the
called her
Blade of
my
Ether and
dearest.
see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course,
That's
my
not a
friend.
term you use for
Take all
anyone.
the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
He wants to be alone. And I don't blame him. Oh, her funeral. The funeral of Moonbreeder.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be
The dragon's being an asshole. A life for a death. Fair exchange. And no, we don't have a blessing. We didn't get any crystals or anything. We have no blessing. And apparently, Vinfilia doesn't have a blessing anymore either. Because she couldn't access her light during the fight. What? And that is the end of 1.1. See that little cutscene? We're now in 1.2. We won't reach Ishgard until 1.5. Yeah, Yida's upset. We're gonna go talk to Yida. So she's depressed because of losing Moondrita. She went and asked Rowena, the person who owns Mordana, this town we're in, if she finds a moon daisy, can you give it to her? They found one and had it shipped in, but she can't handle dealing with the owner of the town because she's eccentric at the most. She's got an odd way of handling people. Yeah, she wants us to go pick up the flower for her. It's an actual flower, like a daisy. She gave us the money and everything. She just wants us to pick it up for her. Rowena says, seriously though, you'd best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking in the chocobo stables. Anyway, Moon Daisy, was it? Here then, take it. And tell Yida, lass, I've got a whole wide selection of headwear in stock. If she ever decides to replace that dotty mask of hers. See, we went in to get a flower. We paid her for the flower. Before she would hand us the flower, she had to pitch us her helmets. And that's why Yida doesn't like her. I mean, would you like someone who sees your outfit and then instantly goes, oh, I can make you look fabulous. Let me get you a new helmet and get rid of that gaudy mask. gonna be based off the movies.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
I don't know, I think you might be squealing. But he pops out of the wall.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
So, you see what I mean? Ida doesn't like her because all she sees is the next sale.
I think it is.
The girl doesn't care about the people. She sells one thing, and as you're picking up the thing, she's trying to sell another thing. She doesn't care about people. She only cares about money.
The rising stones at once.
I can tell you now, because the DVD has multiple characters. So here's the thing, okay? When a game has multiple characters you play as, it tends to be marginalized and homogenized. So it's easier to play. I personally don't play it, but I can tell you from personal experience with like fantasy and stuff. When there's multiple classes and multiple characters, they tend to homogenize classes and characters. The same thing goes for RPGs, like with stuff. If there's multiple classes, multiple roles, they tend to make them simple and more clear. No, and that's why we're simplifying. On your PC, that's also simple as all. Like skills. But skills basically do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? It's homogenization. Whereas Texas Chainsaw is just one thing. It's more dedicated in. Yeah, it's what I mean. Because it's one character, they can specialize and then. Yeah, compared to the leaders, like what, 40 characters now? That's why Pokemon's less. It's compact. That's what I'm saying. Like, Texas Chainsaw is more compact. They can focus on the characters and different vulnerabilities. He's trying to. Austin's asleep as a church mouse on the cheese factory. It's true. Oh no. They did it. They broke in. See that, Saffron? Iceheart did it. She won. She broke in.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
They tried, remember? She teleported away. Now we have to go to Camp Dragonhead and help them. We're now on 1.3. That was the end of 1.2. Because remember, the patches 1.1 to 1. The patches 1.1 to 1.5 are only meant to build up to the next expansion. We're trying to find out what we can do to help. We need to have another talk with the ambassador. They brought the elite corps, the Dragon Slayers. The Azor Dragoon Estinian. Yeah, I'm not sure how well it is to bring a dragon spirit and a half dragon like me into the presence of a dragon slayer. I don't know about you, but I don't feel comfortable right now. Like, yeah, let's just bring a dragon into the realm of a dragon slayer. He only kills my kind for a living. So, from what I saw about the Moonfire Fair, people are pissed off. You back now, or you? People aren't happy with the Moonfire Fair for one reason. Normally they give something out for the Moonfire Fair, like a new bikini or a new outfit, just for the fair. Example, my current outfit is a Moonfire Fair outfit. See? Summer sunset. Summer sunset. They didn't give us an outfit this year. It's just a slide. There's no quest. It's literally just a slide. So people are upset over the summer event because it's like, yeah, it's a new object in the world, but it goes away as soon as the event ends, and we get nothing for it. There's no challenges to complete, there's no quest to complete, there's no outfit to be given. They wanted to run a festival, but they didn't want to put any work into it. Because they want to keep people playing the game until the expansion comes out.
Tell me, what have you learned?
And they waited to literally the end of summer to do this.
Everyone must hear
Usually the
my report.
Moonfire Fair is at the beginning of summer, not the end. Which means because of FanFest and all the promotion for Evercold, the new expansion,
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
because their crew is
Indeed.
busy doing shit for
The main host
Evercold.
advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the
Yeah,
defense
they're
of
not
Ishgard.
really giving us anything. But they think that's valid because their crew is really busy with Evercold right now. Because Evercold comes out in January. they don't have time to do anything really. Because they have the Halloween event in October. And then the Christmas event in December. In September is the release of Beastmaster. Literally September 8th. We get our new class, the Beastmaster. Which I'll probably check out on my high level bunny. Because I'm already 100. There's nothing to do. You climb a pillar, there's a person up top, they take you back down. The most you can do is play in the cannon, have it shoot you across to the other side, and jump on the slide and slide down the slide. That's all it really is. Literally, that's the entire event. Think like human circus cannon. It's a cannon, yes. But you're the cannonball. What is Tataru up to? She seems to be up to something. No. The Dragon Kill was the guy in the black armor earlier. He's just a member of the Braves. Yeah. I like teabagging. Welcome back. Oh boy. The three heads are meeting to talk about Ishgard. That'll never go over well. Not if the three heads don't agree. So we're in 1.3 now. We're trying to go to see the king and queen of the nations. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're just gonna agree to drop everything they're doing, all the fights they do every day against the beast tribes, just to jump to Ishgard's aid.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Brave's intervention.
Uldar has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
Yeah.
My duty is to my country and my people. If
They're
you
saying they
expect us
won't
to
help
place
us.
the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going
That
to be
Ishgard
sorely
is
disappointed.
outside of the treaty, and that we should
Lest
rely
you
on
doubt,
cell swords
Limsa comes first, then the Alliance,
to defend
and
Ishgard.
finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again. If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Ethanol's pissed because they refused to help, basically. They said they'll hand them a handful of soldiers, like 5 soldiers, to fight off an dragon army.
Grace not feeling well.
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
I don't blame him for being pissed. That's not what he was looking for. And then they reprimand him for him speaking out about it. They tried to reprimand him for speaking out, saying maybe he doesn't belong at the table. It's begun. The assault on the keep. They're attacking. See it? They're attacking. Well, that looks kind of one-sided, doesn't it? Because they're not. They're dragons. It's the Dragon War. What? I don't know what you keep typing. It says hashtag. What the hell is hashtag Dabbleseed? Another batch of dragons. sounds like you're making up a word. Not gonna lie. Uh-oh. Big dragon. I mean, I can see why these are overwhelming the soldiers. The first batch was 7 dragons. You know what I mean? And the second batch was 6 dragons and a massive behemoth dragon. We've already killed like 13 dragons. So I get why they're overwhelmed. Well, the whole Heaven's Ward expansion is about finding the end of the Silver Dragon War. We're trying to find a peaceful resolution to the Dragon War. But that's all for tonight. We'll do the duty tomorrow. I am tired. What do you think? Yeah, I know. Killing my kin, I know. But I didn't have a choice. The Song of the Dragon frenzy makes all dragons lose their mind. Yeah, there's an elder dragon, a primal dragon, that's beckoning all the lesser dragons into combat against their will. An elder worm is telling the smaller dragons, you must obey me, attack the city. And that's why we are forced to kill them. We don't have a choice. They're brainwashed. They're literally being forced to attack. So we need to find out which elder worm of the 7 children is the one causing the dragon war. Because not all of them are evil. Only one is. There's 7 elder worms. But one is evil. Because we already killed the other evil one a while back. The other evil one was Bahamut, but Bahamut died when we first started the game, remember? So Bahamut's dead. Which means there's only one brother who's causing issues. Right. Right. But he's going to be on equal power footing as Bahamut. Good night, everyone.